Genk in Belgium hosts round 1 of the Rotax Max Euro Challenge. This is the pre-final for the DD2 category, and on pole is kart 608, Belgian Zenderu for the Formula K Europe team. Second is 603, Jules Zinkoviak, another Belgian, this time for G-Star Raw Racing. Finland's Mika Laiho starts third in 649 for MPT Racing, and fourth is Haralds Garkaklis from Latvia. He's number 624, driving for DFK Racing. Fifth is kart 607, Switzerland's Kevin Ludi for Spirit Racing, and best Masters driver for the over 32s is Christoph Adams in kart 615 for Sodi Kart Racing. He starts 18th, right in the middle of the pack, and that's where we see carnage as half a dozen drivers get tangled up. Here it is again, and it was triggered by Italy's Lorenzo Scatigna in kart 630, who got pushed into a spin. Two British drivers, Paul Car Racing's Lucas Orrock in 623 and Tatum Racing's Harry Drysdale in 652, both involved in the accident and having to untangle their karts before they can rejoin. And while all of that was going on, number 608, Zenderu, managed to get the lead from pole position, while Mika Laiho and Haralds Garkaklis have both moved up a place, running second and third respectively. Further back, that's Matthias de Tige trying to pass Britain's Patrick Pearce for 6th, the Belgian having lost a place on this opening lap. Just behind, it's number 642, Gilles Brondert in 8th, number 643, Tom Dearlison in 9th, and number 627, Fred Alexar in 10th as they cross the line to begin lap 2. Into turn 1, and there's going to be a change as Dearlison and then Alexar both overtake Bronder, the Dutch driver and the Estonian both demoting the Belgian back down to 10th place. So here's the running order as these powerful 125cc karts continue to charge around the track. Leading the race in his home country is 608 Zenderu for Formula K Europe. Second is number 649, Finland's Mika Laiho for MPT Racing. Third, number 624, Latvia's Haralds Garkaklis for DFK Racing. Another Belgian going well in fourth is 603, Jules Zinkoviak for G-Star Raw Racing. In fifth, 607, Switzerland's Kevin Ludi for Spirit Racing. And holding on to that sixth place is still number 604, Britain's Patrick Pearce, racing for the PBD team. And we're looking at the battle for third, Garkaklis and Zinkoviak running nose to tail. Kevin Ludi in the white race suit right behind them in fifth. Zinkoviak has a little look at Garkaklis, no way past there, but now he lines up another move, and this time he's down the inside to pick up third place. That was a good move from Jules Zinkoviak. The Belgian driver obviously got delayed somewhere on that opening lap because he started second on the grid, and up until that move on Garkaklis, he had been running down in fourth place. Anyway, he's back up to third. He's already starting to edge clear of Garkaklis and Ludi, plus he hasn't lost all that much time to the top two, Zenderu and Mika Laiho. Behind him, we've still got this battle between Garkaklis and Ludi, and it's the Swiss driver who comes storming through to take fourth place. Ludi is making excellent progress up the order in this DD2 pre-final, and he's keen to get on with it because he can sense the top three starting to pull away. Both drivers now need to try and work together to close the gap. A few seconds further back, this is the battle for 8th place. They hit the brakes into turn 1, and that's number 643, Tom Dearlison, getting past 642, Gilles Bronder to gain the position. Just behind them, with the red and blue race suit in 10th place, is kart 618. That's Thomas Smith from Denmark. He now closes up to the tail of Brondert, sees a gap and moves past the Belgian. So it's Thomas Smith in 9th, Gilles Brondert down in 10th place now, and just behind them is the 606 kart of Britain's Patrick Pearce. Patrick having lost 5 places since we saw him last as they take on the challenges of this technical Genk circuit at over 1.3 kilometres. It's one of the longest kart tracks in Europe. And there's a last-second move from Patrick Pearce on Brondert, which means the Belgian has now dropped from 8th to 11th in just 2 laps. Back at the head of the field, Formula K Europe driver Zenderu continues to lead, but the 603 kart of fellow Belgian Jules Zinkoviak is closing the gap, and he's bringing Mika Laiho with him. Fourth is Kevin Ludi, and fifth is Haralds Garkaklis. And that's one of the Masters drivers, number 625, Argo Mukin from Russia, putting a move on 630, Lorenzo Scatigna. Meanwhile, also in the Masters class, that's Carl Clairbeau from Belgium, forcing his way past Britain's Florian Lambert in kart 620 to pick up a place. And here we've got 2 French drivers, both racing for the same French team, hence the matching race suits. Up ahead, it's the 651 kart of Maxime Gravouille, but about to find a way past him is the 532 kart of Antoine Lepescu. Both are driving for Sodi Kart, one of the world's leading manufacturers, which was founded about 30 years ago in 1981. Ahead of them is Gilles Brondert, who remains in 11th place. No change to the order up front. Zenderu still leads from Jules Zinkoviak, and Mikalejo, but the gap between the three of them is just 1.1 seconds, and indeed the top 5 karts are covered by less than 2.5 seconds. That's number 646, Dennis Kroos, with the black and yellow race suit. He's currently the highest placed entrant in the Masters category for the slightly older drivers. Although he carries the Dutch licence, he is Belgian. His squad's called Team Kroos, and Dennis is racing on a Tony Kart chassis this weekend. And as we enter the closing stages of the pre-final, this is now the closest battle inside the top 10, and it's a three-way scrap for 7th place between number 627 Fred Alexar from Estonia, number 643 Tom Dearlison from Holland, and 618 Thomas Smith from Denmark. And given the results of this pre-final will determine the start grid for the main final, they're all trying to get as high up the order as they can, but without throwing it off the road at this late stage. Here, though, is the checkered flag, and it goes out to Zenderu, who takes a lights-to-flag victory after pulling back away from Jules Sinkoviak and Mikalejo in the final laps. Meanwhile, the best Masters driver is Dennis Kroos from Belgium, who crosses the line in 16th place.
In the beginning, it was pretty difficult. The gap, the difference between me and the ones behind was smaller, but I just managed to drive my own rhythm, and then little by little I spread my advance, and eventually I won.
And that victory means that Zenderu will start the final from pole position. Highlights coming up after the break.